This is Omar Abdelrehim, your government QB, coming at you from Washington, D.C. Who's Omar Abdelrehim? What's a government QB? Great questions. Omar Abdelrehim, that's myself, U.S. Navy, disabled veteran. The reason why I'm here in front of you is because I used to be a federal major account executive in a large corporation back in the 90s. Okay. And you know what happens when you're new, you're rookie. I was new to sales, new to business, new to Washington, D.C. for that matter. I knew nobody. They never give you the really good stuff, right? Basically, your job is to prove yourself. Hey, I'm going to give you some accounts that we haven't done any business with. See what you can drum out of this. And so that's what happened. So fortunately enough, at that time, the record-breaking sales rep was just promoted to my manager. So I latched onto that person and I learned a lot. And in that company, I learned that there's the methodology and technique to grow business in the government and consistently get business year over year and to experience growth through those years. So what happened was, after I got out of the corporate world and I started my own company over 13 years ago, I started to call on government. And then I realized that there is a huge communication gap between industry and government. They don't speak the same language. Interestingly enough, they got to have each other. So I said, what's so hard about it? I mean, I did it for years. I mean, I'm not a college graduate. I don't have a master's degree. I don't have a PhD. I mean, I was able to do it. I was new to the area. What's so hard? They're like, Omar, it's a problem. Most companies don't do business with the government. They're not able to do it. So what happens is, what I learned is that in applying these techniques and methodologies that I learned in large corporate America, and introducing it in a fashion, in a shape, or shaping an offering that can help small to mid-sized businesses and even large companies who aren't even utilizing these successful techniques. So when we did that, we're able to help well over 70 companies achieve tens of millions of dollars in government contracts and orders. And with that being said, someone finally, a couple of years ago, said, Omar, you really need to introduce this out into public. This is really good stuff, and people don't know it. I've never even heard of it. And I said, but wait a minute. Let's just make sure that these other corporations are doing the same thing. Turns out they are. So now the question is, who can I help? The companies that I typically help and work with are companies that are new to get into the government marketplace, companies who have tried to do business in the government marketplace and have failed, companies who have done some business in the government marketplace, and companies who have done very well in the government marketplace and looking to scale. What do? So this is government QB. Government QB is what we do. We basically mentor and coach companies throughout this process, and we utilize this methodology that is a proven and successful, repeatable, and scalable government business practice. Okay, this is the same methodology and technologies that pretty much all of the most successful large government contractors use across the board. Now, Omar, you know what? I've gotten many calls from many different people that say that they can help me get government business. And you know what? You're right. And there's a great possibility that they can. What might make us different is that I was actually a sales rep for a large company, and I know these methodologies. I learned them. I did very well. And so what happens is our approach is different. We do a one-on-one coaching. It's not all about volume. It's all about quality and not quantity. So our offering is unique in the sense that we do only work with a handful of companies that actually meet certain criteria. And even within that criteria, the way that we do our offering is we have a retainer and then we have a success fee. So we actually help you get these contracts. We show you how to build a government business, and we also share in the success of the business that we help you get. And I'd like to do the same thing for you.